Okay, I don't got the play bot. I'm trying to see reels, phase. I need a shot where. Well, there you go. That's the shot. I don't know what my phone's at. I was trying to have it charge. I have an idea though. Get the little ball. I still like the shot the most. Let's see. I see you guys sending stuff in. Just gotta log into YouTube. I haven't logged on, but it's nice to see you guys today. So, it's a good day to hear some music from you guys. Let's see. Yo, Husam Edain Homari. What's up, man? Not much. Just did my morning routine. Hit the gym, talked to old people and girls, and came home and took a shower. And I'm ready to go. Yo, what's up, XY? Uh, yeah, I have a couple. It's just I'm trying to like sort some stuff out so that I can just like move between the shots a lot easier if I need to, right? Like if I want to talk to someone deeply, we can talk deeply, and vice versa. Okay, so yeah, I got your songs. Let me just start setting them up real quick. There was one thing I wanted to like react with you guys about. I forget what the short was, but I just remembered this other short I watched where it was a guy saying life is all about fuck you. You want to be successful in life, you have to be able to go fuck you. You have to be able to make decisions from a position of fuck you. I was like, okay, it's a hell of a message, but it made sense. Everyone knows if you make $2 million, you buy yourself a house with a 25-year-old roof, put the rest into a savings account, earning 3 to 4% interest to pay your taxes, and that allows you to say fuck you to everyone. And yeah, don't forget fuck me Tony too. You don't fuck me Tony. Did Black Book sign you? I'm wondering. Usually I give feedback to music on here, and then well, XY is one of the first I got in front of Chris Lake, but I don't know if Chris. I know Chris had good things to say about it. Definitely better than the other shit that was put on there. I'll be the one to say it. I'll be the one. I can be the scapegoat. A lot of the shit in those feedback streams that Chris Lake does. What the fuck, man, is going on? In a sense, I mean, I get it. People express creatively. Let them, you know. But I have the right to say if I hear your music and it sounds like what the fuck's going on, then what the fuck going on, man? You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those. I think you gotta embrace the what the fuck's going on though. Be okay with people saying that about your shit. I mean, as long as you're not out of key, which some of those songs were, I think you're fine. It should work sending on mobile. Damn, look at this guy looking fresh. Hell yeah. Should work, man. I've never tried it. I haven't heard of people trying it. No one ever tells me they sent through mobile and it didn't in an app, but I've seen some SoundCloud links, mobile links come through. So yeah, should work. Okay, let me just make sure the shot is set. Because, yeah, sometimes like SoundCloud will put a fucking ad and fuck me. There's Li Brown. Back on time, never on time. I'm a producer, man. I'm always 10 minutes late. God damn. Fan of the vibe. I'm a fan of the vibe. I'm not a fan of the lead, but I'm a fan of the vibe. Lead is it's like a fucking chicken, you know. It needs to sound like a rooster, man. But also something weird's going on with the kick. Mix needs fucking work. But idea wise, I like what I'm hearing in terms of like techno rave party shit. So far so good. I'm not bored. Huh? Dance with me. Wait, can you guys? Yeah, you guys can hear that. Yeah, vibe's cool. I just again, but let me know if I fuck up the audio. By the way, I'm still new to all this Stream Deck bullshit, Stream Dem Tech. But yeah, that one's cool, man. I like it. Again, I just don't agree with the way you mixed it. It sounds like Dennis mixed this shit. He just clipped everything, man. He clipped everything. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think when I switch between different camera angles, there's different things I need to set up. So making sure that I got those sorted. Okay. All right. Let's keep it. Am I gay though? I'm fucking gay, man. I'm married, 3 kids, but I'm gay. You know, I make gay music. I don't give a fuck. DJs don't support my shit because it's too gay. Like literally, everyone wants to be cool when they play tracks out. No one wants to play Cafu. No one wants to play some lovey-dovey shit anymore. Everyone wants to be cool on the DJ booth. Everyone wants to take their shirt off with a 6-pack. I think that's what we were supposed to react to. No one wants to be gay. I'll be gay. I don't give a fuck. Gay will come back, okay? I'm telling you. I have a strong feeling about this in my anus. Gay will fucking come back, dog. The Zoolander, bro. Yeah, vocal's sick, by the way. I like that vocal. Good ideas, man. Good ideas. I like the reverse cymbal. I don't know about that effect, man. Yeah, sound design wise on the leads is the one thing that can improve. The mix can improve by a lot. You know, like I tell people, hey, I think Semenga was on here. He was playing at Perukaville and stuff. Sound volume's low. Thanks, man. I'll make sure to amp it up. Yeah, and my voice is hella loud. Song is quiet. I can see that for sure. I'll figure it out. But you know, a lot of artists, I don't care. You guys look up to not like Chris Lake sounds great. Let's get that out of the way. Chris Lake, Chris Lorenzo, they sound fucking solid, right? But I think that's why they're at the top and they play big stages, is because their music doesn't fall apart when they play it out. And that's the number one thing that I can criticize with a lot of people coming up. Even some of the guys you guys think sound good or like, oh, they're dub and shit. Their music falls apart on big systems when they're played at the club, when they're played in a setup that matters. And I feel that all has to deal with like the brand and the way that you're perceived by the by the people. The track don't hit, it don't hit. So your track's not hitting like the way it should. It sounds really bad. Sonically, idea-wise, it's cool. So it's up to you to kind of figure out how to mix your song, hire someone to mix it. But I am going to have to state that if your song sounds like shit sonically, in dance music, it matters a lot. It's like hearing a hip-hop song where there's an 808, some drums, and a vocal, a rap vocal. If that 808 is not hitting, the hip-hop song isn't going to be banging in a sense. I'm not going to like play it in my car and bump it up because it's going to sound like shit. It falls apart because the low end's not hitting right. So this track, it's more than just the low end. There's a lot of issues with it sonically. I think the ideas are nice. But yeah, definitely need to work on that department, man. I would put more of my eggs on that basket, to be fair. Ideas are cool. Mix needs a lot of work. I would say do less. Also, did I just fuck? God damn it. Did I just fucking? But anyway, Saminga did talk. He played some songs out because we always get into like a stream together and we talk about what excites him and what excites me in terms of music. So he showed me some guy that I think his name. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna name names because then who knows? I might burn bridges for him. He liked this guy. I told him his music sounds like shit. The questionable ideas are cool, but the music sounds like shit. He didn't believe me, so I guess he fucking finally played it, and he was like, "Yep, sounds like shit." And trust me, man, I think there's something cool about playing your song out and it fucking bangs. Cause I get people all the time that I do sessions with. Some of them are mid-tier artists. I would call them mid-tier, aka 200, 500,000 monthly Spotify listeners, touring, playing out shows. And I always get them asking me, how the fuck can I get my tracks to hit? Cause I'll play them and they fucking laugh at me, son. They fucking laugh at me, but in essence, it's like you're going to play a big stage and you drop your song and it doesn't rattle anything. It's fucked. That's mid. Yeah, man, there's levels to life. I'm considered, like, I had someone come up to me yesterday to take a picture and I was like, yay, I'm an F-list celebrity. D-list, F-list. There's levels to this shit. But yeah, I guess we would call it that way, no? Managers look at us like we're fucking dogs, bro. That's my pity. That's my mutt. I built him. That's my product. No mountains too high, no oceans too wide. Well, okay, let me get this shit out of the way, okay? It shouldn't be about money. But a lot of the times it will be about money, especially when you don't have your mom and dad taking care of your ass, or you're not a Nepo baby, you don't have a trust fund account. So it becomes about whether it's commercially successful because that allows you to keep touring and allows you to keep going. So yeah, I would call them mid just because a lot of them aren't making ends meet to an extent. And a lot of them, I'll say, I'm not going to name names, but a lot of them have the support of their parents to just keep them going. Even though you see them touring, a lot of them aren't making any fucking money. Like, to that point, they still live with mom and dad. Mom and dad still help them out to live out the dream, which I think is great. If I could give my kids that fucking opportunity, fuck yeah. But that's why I call it mid, right? To be at the top, I feel like you gotta be making like 20K a gig or some shit, like you gotta be up there, man. We'll talk about this in a bit. This is fucking gay and I love it, man. Cool. ChatGPT's making an appearance there. I think it's cool. I like the beginning of it. Definitely want more atmosphere. This transition. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm gonna bring it up. The song, to be fair, is very fucking quiet. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Atmosphere is missing here. Your sides. I like what you're doing, but it feels like your sides too empty. But really nice. Just gotta get some stereo width sounds in there. Vibing. Mixed drums could be a lot better, but I think once the drums are hitting, smacking, this is gonna sound pretty decent. Glorious. Any way to make that sound a lot cooler and more expensive? This part's cool. Too safe though. I feel like we already heard this in the break. Is there any way to spice this up? Yep. It's really good stuff though. Holy fuck, Hulk Hogan died too. Damn, that's fucking, everyone died. We're all gonna make it, man. It's whatever. Last time, I'm gonna hear this one more time. Sorry, it's just I'm all over the place. Hulk Hogan died. Rest in peace. Ozzy Osbourne died. Rest in peace. We're all fucking dying every second that passes, motherfucker. Need effect. Better effects, I would say. Cool. Again, too safe. It's either one that Reese needs to come up more or something because it just feels way too empty. But I like the vocals are great, man. The vocals are fucking great. Beautiful. It's probably my favorite part. Die. I hear it. And yeah, more. This part needs more. It just doesn't feel like I ever hit the climax, but I like the idea of this, man. Definitely put the work in because it's a nice song and the vocals are great on it. This is what I'll say. Track is lacking energy, momentum, change. What that means is it always feels like I'm talking to someone that's high. Like there's never a high moment. It feels way too closed, way too deep. I think that's might be more of a mixing, but it could also just be putting in more sounds that sound a little bit higher up. Other than that, though, where it sits is fucking nice. I like it, man. It's catchy. I can see it doing good, man. God damn it. I keep deleting the songs. I'm so sorry. Because my push to talk is alt, so when I click the X, it closes everything except that. We back. We back. All right, next one, Sorf. All right, I hear you every fucking week, Sorf. At this point, I'm just going to skip through. Uh-oh. Okay. I'll hear. Okay. Why the fuck are my monitors rattling? Why the hell does this sound clipped? Is that me or is that the fucking song?
Let's go.
Is that too? You guys can tell me in the chat. What the fuck? Hold up. I'm trying to see if there's something in my goddamn UAD card. Because holy fuck. Okay, cool. I think it's just me. I was clipping into my monitors. That was pretty cool. Standard Latin house. Works. Honestly, for me, it's just whatever's because, and again, I'm being honest with you guys. I think if the right person heard it, that they've never heard Latin house and shit, and they fall in love with it, they'll be like, oh, sick. But I've heard too much of this stuff. So honestly, I'm not gonna be like, oh, fuck, you know, like, it's cool. It works. Only thing I would, maybe a little too much reverb on the vocal. The low end's pretty great. I'm bumping it loud right now over here. My toes rattling on the sub. It's not overtaking.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's mainly the vocal. For me, the issue is the vocal. Too much reverb. Lack of presence of the open hat. But everything's cool idea-wise. Textbook. You got this sound like LFO, right? Or RP sound, whatever. Kind of whack. Doesn't really do anything. It's there, but strings there too, right? It doesn't do anything. I just hear it. Why is it so muted? Ah, that's dope. See that? We need more of that on the left side. I don't know why the left side sounds fucking like a copy paste of everyone else, but this is cool. But the sound ain't it. It needs to be like bigger, man. You can get a better bell sound for sure. But not that one, man. That plug is fucked. Yeah, so this is what I tell most people. So many people are making music nowadays that I feel it's a disservice and also a fuck you to yourself to not be yourself in your music. Copy what the people are doing. Copy the formula in the sense of what, like, you copied, right? Like, this is something we know works, right? But look deep inside you and fucking show us what you have to say. Not what fucking everyone else has to say. What do you have to say? Right? That's all I'm going to say. More personality. However, if this is the way I'll put it. You want to be Latin tech house, just want to make a Latin tech house track like everyone else. You accomplish that. Dope. Fuck yeah. You want to be more memorable. Try doing stuff that no one else is doing while doing what they're doing. So that you copied, like, not copied, but you executed well. Now allow yourself to do something different, you know? What do you like, man? Tell me, what are you about? I mean, we're at the club together, but what excites you in life? What are you passionate about? What do you like to do in your spare time? Why did you pick the car you drive? Reliability, excitement, you know, like, get deeper into it, I would say. It's lacking that, but as a club track, it's there. But maybe it's not that deep. You know what I mean? It's not that deep for a club track. Okay. But yeah, you did good, man. You did good on this. Switch the pluck. And I think from there, again, if you want to add more moments, allow yourself to have that where like you go, fuck everyone else. I'm going to do what the fuck I want in this track. Allow yourself to have that moment. God damn it. All right. We back. Let's see what else we got. Bro. No, it's just, right? Like, I think, in life, you always have to be moving towards something. Enjoy where you're at, but also, like I have to be honest, right? I hear that song, I hear that shit on the daily. Like I know a lot of people can do that, right? But the question then becomes, what can people not do? They cannot be you. So how can you add your own twist to that? What do you like, bro? I know you don't just listen to Tech House. I'm pretty sure you listen to some fucking Mariah Carey, some fucking Britney Spears, some NSYNC. Bye bye. It's gonna be me. Some gay shit that you don't want people finding out about. You know what I mean? Like, use those influences and do something sick. Bring that shit into this, bro. I have to say it. But other than that, really good. Highly executed, man. Sounds like you know what you're doing, obviously. And I'm just kind of saying, just be yourself in the song. Do something unique that makes me go, fuck yeah, let's go. Fuck, Okay, this is 1/8 stuff.
Critical lab force.
I will fix that. That's why we practice here. What are you fucking doing? Don't slow it down. What the fuck happened? Well, that's storytelling in a song. Hold on, let me hear that one more time, man. I was getting the levels right here. Okay, it's, like I said, I'm barely practicing being a professional streamer, right? All right, that's cool. I don't know how I feel about the reducement. I'll tell you like this. I had this song, and the artist was very psyched about it, and like sent it out to get DJ support on it, and no one played it because we did essentially like a slow BPM down, and when you do that, it fucks the record box. So if they use sync or fucking beat match it, you're gonna fuck them up. So again, just be careful with the down pitch shit. That's all I'm gonna say there, man. Definitely feel like we alienated a lot of people with that because people like record box would show like a weird BPM. We'll be careful. You gotta make it easy for these people, man. All right. What we got? Oh shit. Okay. Wait. So I personally, I think this little gap, a little too much emptiness. I would definitely try to add some form of, you know, I guess additive interest, ear interest, something to keep my brain like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's gonna happen? Like something. It's aligned. Or you maybe just bringing up some of these effects would be cool. But yeah, this is sick. This is like fucking going into mid-tempo track. There it is. I think you do something with the vocal here, not needed. Just keep it going. Loop that shit. No one will notice. I like the idea of all of that. I don't like how it transitions though. I'll keep it going, man. No need for the kick, I feel. Like, it feels like you could just keep rising that thing up, having that little empty gap, do something cool, and then drop into that. That feels like would be the call, to be fair. Like, the way you have it right now, not balling. It's not ABAP. As balling as possible, man. But this is cool. Now, this is sick. Good shit. So you're doing what everyone else is doing. You added a bit of your own flavor. You're being unique in a way while, you know, like doing what everyone else is doing, which is always the key. That's why I tell people follow trends, but tell your story. I commend. I respect. Bow. 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 Nihama. Bow. Yes. Cool, man. I would just fix that section there. That's literally it. Then you're good to go. Shit. Okay, who's next? Oh, Omen. I'm always scared to say stuff about him. Sensei, here incoming. Okay. You either want to be hated or loved, but you don't want to be in between. Because if you're in between, you're boring. You're forgotten. Yeah, I didn't want to take your glory, man. But yeah, thanks for shouting it out. I worked really hard on Deceiver 7 and you put it to good use. So fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Métele perreo que te va pa'l piso, trapa el piso, trapa el piso. Métele perreo que te va pa'l piso, trapa el, trapa el, trapa el, trapa el. Simplify the bass. No need to be fancy like this. Good bass pattern. Like, simplify it. That's what I would say. Look, I give this talk to all of my students that I get, especially like in every genre. Like I have this new girl. She's like a YouTuber, DJ, like super dope girl, trying to make music. Music's not there yet. I'm trying to help her get it there. I had to give her the bass talk. Most bass lines in dance music, again, not all of them, but most bass lines and again, when I say bass, like I'm talking about the bass. I'm not talking about the top layer of the bass because we can like I'm talking about the bass itself. Use very simple, very saw, square, sine, triangle, distorted, saturation. You know, like keep it one voice. Don't try to be fancy. You can be fancy and you can definitely do it, but you always run the risk of fucking shit up. Most bass lines people ask me to remake that they think sound amazing will usually be either a saw, a square, or a sine with a pitch envelope distorted to hell. And most of the time what they like is easily done with filter work, resonance, good envelope shape. That's it, right? Keep bass lines simple. No need to do crazy shit. That's what I'm going to say. On this, learn to make the basic saw bass, square bass, and make it sound different through the usage of the cutoff and the resonance. I've given this talk. I've hired drum and bass sound designers before that I thought were great. I asked them to make me tech house basses. They suck at it for a reason, because it's finicky. It's the cutoff and the envelope and the amount of the envelopes opening up, and also the shape, the decay, the sustain of the envelope. But once you master that, you will realize how easy it is to make bass lines. Like for this, I would probably use a square with a bit of resonance, right? And that's it. But simplify this down, I would say. Just one bass, man. One bass, get it rocking. And from there, if you want to add top layers to it, do it. But again, just keep it simple. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds over processed. Like it has this weird attack to it. I don't know why the attack's there. Yeah, so if here I get a good sense of the bass. I would say that's over processed. You're trying too hard and you're fucking it up in the process. That's way too over processed. It sounds way too saturated, way too compressed. Can also be another variation of what could have gone wrong. So it's all about keeping it simple. Literally, man. Bass lines usually kept very simple. Definitely to get to that high level of like good fucking bass. Sometimes you do need to process heavily, but it's better, I feel, to sound somewhere decent than to sound like super over processed. Or maybe it could be the other way around. It's better to sound like this than basic, right? It's up to you to decide that. But yeah, it just sounds like way too much was done to it. So yeah, just check that. Idea wise, maybe it can work better. Something weird's going on with the hats as well, man. I'm not sure what. Sounds like a double hit or slap delay. Not really that sure. But yeah, get at it, man. You got this. I like the vocal. I like the bass. I thought this was a melody on top that comes in here. Swingy motherfucker over a bass like that worked. Huh? We got Mitch. Where you been, bro? I know your bitch ass went to kicking bass, dog. Where you been, dog? See what you got. I'm kidding though. Excuse me, sir. My bad. I know you left. You cheated on me. You left me, bro. It's okay. Let's see what you got. My bad. I didn't mean to call you bitch. Sorry. I'm getting better. I gotta be a gentleman. Okay, another 1/8. Nah, I just like to cause drama for no reason. Like, it's fun. Hate the open hat here, the shaker open hat that's very wide. Psh, psh, crash. Psh, 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 psh. Good. Concentrate. Yeah, I'm thinking of John Summit for some reason. No. No. Keep the cool. Keep the composure. Come on. We were cool. Just it sounds like hot girl walked into the gym and someone got nervous and sweaty all of a sudden. Come on, man. Composure. If you like to go, go. If you like to go fast. If you like to go. If you like to go fast. Yeah, so just reduce vocal usage there. Leave those empty gaps for everything else. Messy, messy, messy. So again, just composure. Rethink that a section. This is gay as shit. I love it. I love this part because it's gay. I don't check my emails. Which email? Guess that works. Does that work? I think it works. I'm just not used to hearing people go straight to the drop. It works. I also like the D, the D, the D, the D. Cool. Yeah, so I'll just say this. Iffy on that build up second brick. Obviously, that section where I said composure, that just means declutter it. Don't overuse the vocal, especially if you're going to lead into the vocal in the break straight away. You definitely just want to use the vocal more as supplement in that second drop, which you are, but you just need less of it. And yeah, man, that second build up again, I would just kind of think about it. Is that the way to go or not? But yeah, really cool, man. Honestly, idea makes sense. Fuck, not again. And yeah, super cool. Mix needs work. Mainly the drums need to pop more, hit harder. The snare down the center sounds like someone's getting bitch slapped, but not by a strong man. So let's change that. Other than that, really good, really good. Ah, shit. Yeah, this 1/8 thing is. This 1/8. Okay. Never mind. The feedback is this is gay and I like it a lot. As a Christian man, it must mean something. Kidding. Glide sound weird. I feel like the filter should be either one brought up or the envelope amount should be brought up, or you automate the filter a little up when it does the woo. You purple disco machined it or what? No, nice drum fill would be dope. Missing more drums. If I could say with my mouth, what that mouth do. Let's see if I can. Yeah, drums need the most work right now. And then when I do, think whatever you want to add for that. I'm not going to give it away all that easily, but snares, toms, open hat accent, choked hat. It feels like I have big boobs, and I'm at a party where every person in there's making over 300,000 a year, and there's Ferraris parked in the valet section. That's what this feels like. It's so indie, bro. But I love the vocal, man. That's great. Yup, those chords better open up. I also feel like the chords could be a lot better, man. Like right now, sonically, they're not sounding how they should. I love the idea of them, but they're just not hitting like they should. They sound super like they just woke up. If that makes sense. I agree. Good call, Mystery. Mystery loves this kind of shit, by the way, so he's probably going to give you better advice than I will. But I do agree with him now that he pointed it out. If you take away the bass or make the bass deeper, I think it could be dope. But yeah, the chords need to sound more expensive, my man. But listen to Mystery Box on that. I do agree. Bass shouldn't be that open. But this is great. This is solid, man. No, well, I don't listen to this stuff, but I can tell you it sounds great. Like, the idea, songwriting, idea-wise, like what I'm hearing, there's something there where I would say you want to finish it and you want to get as much feedback as possible from different people on it to get the best result and send it out to labels, because I'm pretty sure you can get this fucking signed. It's a really sick track. Like, really sick. Like, fucking great, man. Like, it just needs to get to that level. It's fucking great. You don't have to say where the vocals are from. I was going to say, where are the vocals from? Pretty much what I want to know is, are they sampled? Is it a sample pack? Or are you sampling from an old song? But you don't have to answer that question. Just keep it to yourself for now. You can tell me after it's out. Yeah, so like I said, I think the break needs work. Chords can sound a lot more expensive. Right now they sound very dull and raw. Um, when I say expensive, what do I mean by that though? Like, I guess saturated, more pushed, and can do a lot more. They sound a little dull. Maybe it's just increasing the volume. Um, if you're using Serum 2, consider using a Prophet emulation or buy a fucking Prophet and use that. Um, Also, the chords can swell up a lot more in that break, I feel like. I made a video of L.I. Brown yesterday where I showed how to climax the synth towards the end of the video, so something of those sorts can sound amazing in this track. Some reverb automation as you approach this section. Guard Particle. I love Guard Particle. I stopped using it, but I still have it. I forgot how good it sounds. And yeah, the drums just need to be processed more, but keep at it. You know, like I said, keep at it. Give this track a break. Come back to it in a week and just keep improving on it slowly. But I think you're gonna be good, man. This is a really good song. Really good. I can see it doing really fucking good in a sense of like breakthrough track. So definitely take your time with it. It's really good. All right, we got. God damn it, you panda ass mother. Why are your tracks always named like they come from a goddamn sample pack? Didn't I hear this already? My wife's in Florida right now with my daughter. My daughter's a jiu-jitsu competitor and she's competing at Pans or some shit. It means a lot to her, so my wife's probably not checking emails. She's usually the one answering those, so I apologize for that. No excuse. I'll get on it, bro. You know me, dog. Keep them bitches in check. No, I'm kidding. Not saying that. But no, that's why. I'll let her know. Look, I'm trying to hear your song, man. I'm confused as shit as I'm hearing it right now. Let's start over. Fuck. Okay, here we go. This is too fucking long too, but song starts, shaker's fucking loud as fuck. Kill the vibe completely. I'm not sure if this is an intro or what it's supposed to be. Maybe I'm out of style. I'm not sure, but all I know is this part here, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I hear the kick filtering in from the depths of hell. It's coming. All right, take care, man. Enjoy the gig. Kill it. I need to send you a song, though. You'll like it. I'm very confused as I hear this. Like, here you come in with another close hat. It feels down the center. And yeah, I really don't get this. Arrangement wise, I'm fucking like, bro, it's just, my head hurts. I like the, let's say something positive. I like the sound that, drums are whack. Open hats buried. Close hats. Okay, they're going away. This sounds good. This sounds good. Get rid of the fucking drums. Okay, here we go. We're in. We're in. Vocals buried. Too much reverb. Too much delay. I'm not sure what's going on. No, I didn't see Chris Lake mention me. I know Eats Everything mentioned me because Semenga told me. Semenga's a Chris Lake fanboy, but I don't know what Chris Lake said. Hopefully he said some nice things, but at this point, I feel like he's just avoiding the packs to gatekeep it. You know, Tech House Thursdays, they fucked me too, bro. can't rhyme Tech House Wednesdays, like Tech House Thursdays. Tom loop comes in here, these drum loops. What the fuck are we doing, man? Let's just get to the fucking drop. This is cool, makes sense. I am so confused, bro. Like, I can't hear this. I'm being serious. There's some nice ideas there. Chords are nice, like, but those drums are horrible, man. Those drums coming in, like, they come in at the wrong time, and they're not working well together. They're just they're fighting each other, man. It's cool. This makes more sense. Maybe I should just hear the song from here, and that will make more sense. Yeah, I didn't come anymore with acid. That's cool. I like that. Maybe, look, this section needs to come first, and then you go into a break rather than doing all of this. And then do the breaks to be like this, where it's like a break, you know, the formula everyone uses. And then I would drop it again to techno, right? If that's what you're trying to do, I think that's going to be the more logical thing to do, where it makes sense to my brain. Techno intro with the kick, build into the break, you drop, you fucking go into your acid. Like, this is all cool. All this for me is just a little too, again, too weird. Like, the drums take away the vibe. The intro is very out there, not in a good way. But that's really all I can say, man. And then less reverb and delay on the vocal. I haven't checked if the pack sales have gone through the roof. All I know is Eats Everything was saying they're fire, and then from there, I didn't see the part where Chris like talking about the Deceiver series, but I did name it after his song. I was inspired by the song. I thought it was a very sick name. Hopefully he didn't take it the wrong way, where he's like, he used my track fucking name and built 7 series around that shit. But I don't think it's copyrighted, trademarked the fucking word, so we good. Take it from me, I try to do them every week, every Thursday. I try to be honest, but sometimes my intuition's like, no, don't be too mean. You gotta be chill, you know. I don't know. Today I'm allowing myself to be a little bit more super critical. But again, you know, it's just one man's opinion. So if I say something, again, take it with a grain of salt. If you agree, cool. We both agree, make the changes. If you don't, you have your own vibe to it, then that's totally fine as well. Oh, not this. I know when something sounds out of key and doesn't hit. So bass isn't basing. It's not providing oomph to it. I'm bumping it up in my studio as well. My sub should be moving. It's not. It moves on one note from the bass. But other than that, it's very flat. It could be because the bass is too high of an octave. You might want to lower it down an octave. Drums are whack all over the place. Sounds like different drum loops got brought together and they're not working well. Probably the best part of the song right here. Everything sounds, I would say, somewhere where it needs to be. But it's when everything goes away. That's okay. My thing with that sound in particular, doing right, it's a very deep sound. It's chord based, say 7th or 3rd based, and that sound is good, right? But you know, there's one thing it's hard to teach people, but I think you can teach it if you talk about genres and the limitations genres set on you, which again they're there, but it doesn't mean you got to follow them to a T. You can always break the norm, but it's there to make sure you sound good, right? But here, what I wanted to talk about was the vibe, right? The bass is very gritty, very upfront. So the vibe's already dirty, grit, aggressive, right? And then you come in with a chord stab like that, that's smooth, vibe-ish. You know, it's like Beauty and the Beast, where the beauty doesn't like the beast and the beast fucking dies. Like, it's not working. So if you want that chord stab, maybe the bass needs to change. Or you want the chord stab, maybe find another chord stab that fits more of the intended vibe that you're going after. Because when you're working on the song, that's what I tell people, like, and it's the easiest thing to say or the hardest, but I don't know if they understand when I say it. When you're making a song, there's a vibe to the song, right? You pick certain sounds, a certain kick, a certain bass, and that sets a vibe for the song, right? You put a deceiver bass in there, like let's say like the deceiver from Chris Lake track, right? Like dun 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 dun, right? Does it make sense to put saw, like beautiful saw pads around that? Probably not. Does it make sense to put a very deep chord stab that sounds like deep house, minimal house? Probably not. So that's what I mean about the vibe. It's the intuition of knowing what sound should I pick. So you want to think about the sounds you're picking, like, okay, what are the characteristics of them? What am I going for? What's the vibe I'm trying to portray? And then you pick sounds that fit it, right? Easier said than done. I wish I could say, oh, you go for these kind of sounds and these kind of sounds, because, you know, sometimes this can work, but it's just not giving that vibe that is intended. So this is what I would say. One, fix the drums, get the bass a lower octave, or figure out why the bass isn't bumping. And then the chords, maybe they'll sound better once the drums are fixed. That's all I gotta say on this one, man. But keep at it. You sent your song in so many times already. I've heard multiple. Sounds like you're improving slowly, which is great. So keep at it, man. I'm hearing the difference. I'm seeing the changes. Oh, fucking Ronnie. Fucking Ronnie. You could always, I read every comment. I just get tired of saying the same thing. First songs come in, I'll check them out. After that, I'll randomize it. And then from there, I'll try and go for a few hours until my ears, you know, give out. But if it makes you feel better, I have a mentality of no pain, no gain. So you know, it takes a good amount to get the ears fucked. Exactly. The groove is just not. Not a fan of how the vocal sounds, but I'm liking the beat and the idea overall. I think that's cool. Yeah, too much reverb on the vocal. Give me the horns, baby. Give me the horns. Yeah, that's the main thing. The vocals are washed in reverb. A bit too much. I would say if you want that effect, return tracks. Return tracks. Yeah. Clap sounds weird here. No need to do that. Ba, ba on the clap here. That's fun. Ah, I was expecting the hits again. Vamos a la playa, 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 playa. No bongos. Bongos are whack. Yeah, man, use the melody more, right? What makes melody catchy? Repetitiveness, and that's all I remember. What makes the melody catchy? It repeats, it's simple, you can whistle it. And you repeat the shit out of it. Don't be scared to use it. I know you're making tech house, but fuck them, bro. Just keep using the melody. Be gay as fuck. That's what I mean, you know? Be gay as fuck on that shit, bro. Whatever the fuck. Vamos a la playa. Yeah, I missed that melody, man. That's really catchy. So there's something on this track. Obviously, there's that song that came out recently that's #1 on Beatport, which is awesome. But yeah, this one is really cool. It has a similar vibe to it, bro. So please fix that. Do the changes. Switch the clap. Clap in the break sounds horrible. It's clapping on this fucking wide ass clap. And then here, maybe the bongos go away and you just have the open hat or a shaker if you feel like it needs something. But the bongos here sound weird. Yeah, sorry, I brought the volume down. I forgot I have a monitor controller. I'm that much of a pro. Ha ha ha. Anyways, cool track. Really like that. Let's keep going. I only lowered it down by like 30% on SoundCloud, but damn. Oh, West End did it better. West End did it fucking better. But let's see. Well, I can already tell you're hearing the vocal and the bass interact in the break. My ears are not liking it. But let's see the drop. Nah, they sampled it out of an old song. I would rework the bass. I would rework the bass notes, the bass, the groove of the bass. Keep on jumping. Yeah, the bass lacks direction. So you look like you have your shit together. You're not lost. You know what you want in life. Bass doesn't know what it wants yet. Bass feels lost. Bass needs a life coach. Bass needs a MIDI loop. Boom, bada bum, 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 bada. Yeah, that bass is just not it, man. I like the sound's okay, but it's more of what it's doing. Doesn't really, it doesn't turn me on. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I would go back to the eight bar loop, have the vocal and the bass, and try and make a bass that works well with the vocal. But the bass can be a lot better. So the good thing is you can still keep the song. The bad news is you got to change the bass melody, bass notes. If you need help with that, right? Sample pack bass loops. You find one that works. Try to copy it. See why it works. Number two, like you go on Splice, you find a bass loop that rocks, and then you just get inspired or copy the notes and put it on your track, and then maybe switch a couple notes where it makes more sense with the bass, with the vocal you have. I mean, there's ways to find the inspiration, you know? Inspiration just doesn't come while you're sitting on your butt working on the song. You have to look for it sometimes. I mean, I wish I could tell you that I'll sit here every day and go, I have a song idea or I have a sound idea. But a lot of the times we have to find inspiration. I mean, look at the Deceiver series. I got inspired to make that through Chris Lake's track Deceiver, and then from there that led to me looking at more tech house, dirtier tracks, and that's why the Deceiver series is called the Deceiver series. It started with the inspiration of Chris Lake's track, and then from there I just built it into that. So same thing here. You know, you find source, right? Rick Rubin says you find the message. You have to buy these antennas and stick them in your head, according to him, and then you're able to capture the messages from the universe. And what he means by that is literally when something is presented to you, you see it as, could this mean something? You know, like if you're in the bathroom and someone says, "Are you done using the machine?" You could be like, "Is this a message from the universe?" Nah, I'm just throwing a joke in there, but you know, like you look for that inspiration. You like for instance, some of Marcus Strauss tracks, the bass lines are from old songs that he sampled out or got inspired by. So yeah, just find the inspiration, man, and get something good in there. Okay, you got it. I believe in you. All right, I'm gonna randomize. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna turn the ball of wisdom. The ball of wisdom landed me on Andrelic for some reason. Good day to be a man. Okay, let's see. Someone asked if they can submit 2 track ideas. I just saw it. Sure. Track ideas. I only pick one and play one, but you can submit track ideas. Chris submitted a song, not the lake, Chris Pond, Chris Respita. But yeah, man, they fuck Tech House Thursdays, bro. I'll be back. They always come back. Oh, this guy's catching water. That's good for him. I know he ain't gonna die of dehydration. Okay. The pacifier. Well, I am randomizing. Trust me, I want to land on your song, Di Mao. Your name already reminds me of the great dictator, communist of China. So definitely, China. Definitely want to check you out, bro. I definitely want to check you out, man. We'll get there. Chris Lagos. How the hell did I skip your song, man? It's in here somewhere. I don't know what your name is, but all those songs are here. It's just that I'm gonna go one by one. Look, I love when people make music. I think everyone should have the right to make music. I feel like most people work their whole lives just to have the ability to make music. You know, like some people get rich and then they want to express themselves creatively. If you can do it when you're in school, why the fuck not? So trust me, I'm happy you're making music. Right now, the intro though is rather questionable. The sounds just sound very cheap, but I'm hoping it gets better. Maybe once I get more substance, I'll take my words back. I want to take my words back, but I have to say it. The sounds right now are not really sounding good. It's that goddamn lead. I like the plugs. Those are nice, but that really high-endy sound and the bass is doing some weird stuff. It sounds like Reddit music. Come on, man. You got this. I believe. Come on. That's better. Dun 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 dun. I like the idea of the bass like that. Kick's definitely good length, I would say. I appreciate the auto panning sounds. Very open mix, very open. It's just the harmony of this really feels like, again, I don't listen to this stuff in my spare time. I mean, I listen to Kiasmos. I listen to some This Never Happened label. They don't make stuff like this though. But yeah, I don't listen to this kind of stuff, but I'll just tell you what I think. The harmony doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't really make me want to stay and listen to it. I don't know why that is. Maybe someone can explain it in the chat. Maybe it's the usage of the diminished sound, the note in the minor scale or major. I don't fucking know. All I know is a very open mix, a lot of auto panning going on. I can respect that. Cool. Might need something though, man. Those vocal chops are cool. This part's better. This part works. This part's good. Now you lose me with that. Yeah, the progression on that bass is rather odd. This part is great. This works well. It's just the notes, god damn it, man. I'll say like this, the bass does this progression, which sounds cool, but then you hit certain fucking notes in the progression where you lose me. But when those notes, the right notes are there, it works pretty good. It's just those fucking notes, man. This part's nice. The pacifier. Trained by the CIA to bring peace to the world. To bring peace to mankind so that everyone can rave. So that everyone can love. So that everyone can grab the person next to them, look them in the eye, and say, I wanna fuck you like an animal. Okay, you're good. This part's nice. This part's nice. This part's really good, man. And then there goes that note again. That note. Yeah. This part's good. There's something there for sure, man. Yeah. There's some good spots in this. Man, dude, this is good. And then this part here is just like, you need more of whatever. I would use some more of these other sounds for that intro, man. But yeah, good stuff. There's some good stuff in there, man. I enjoyed some parts of it. Definitely won me over the more I heard it. So maybe it's one of those tracks. But that's the problem in today's age, you know, like people don't give you that. Like I'm doing it because I have to hear it, right? But people won't give you that chance, you know. People will fucking murder your ass by hitting the neck straight away, right? If you care about that kind of stuff. I would say this for the intro, maybe use the vocal chops. I think the vocal chops are very catchy, one of the strongest points in the song. And you can tease them in the intro of the song. Filtered in the background, more deep rather, sounds, atmospheric. Try not to dwell too much there, I would say, and try and get to the point as fast as possible. That's all. That's my take on that. But really good stuff in there. Also the mix, very interesting. I was gonna say this, and I don't know if that's the case, but auto panning stuff, very valid, right? Creates movement. But if you're auto panning everything, it loses its touch. So keep that in mind. Is this you? Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, shit, let's go. And I love you, Nelly. And it sounds off. So a couple of things, right? And I get it, guys. Some of you guys are probably coming in going, man, what the fuck? Let the song play. Why are you gotta talk over this shit? You can't. There's sins in music production. One of those is being out of key and not sounding pro doing it. So that's one of them. The vocals sound off. The bass a little messy. There's like a rumble below it, I hear. So I'm not sure. That's not working well. But let's hear the idea. Let's keep it going. Oh, oh. No, it's the fucking vocal chop in the like. You got the main vocal, and then there's this vocal chop in there that sounds like fucking Nelly. Nelly, what's that song? That you see? Oh. So there's that. There's that goddamn. It just doesn't sound as good. Oh. Plucks, more presence, and not getting masked by everything. If vocal can be louder, make the vocal louder. Weird clicks happening somewhere here, very bright clicks. Gotta fix that. Use headphones if you can't hear it. No. Damn, bro. He gets a pass, right? I'll say it like this. So I'm bumping it in my studio. I don't know if you care about this stuff, but this is the way I'll say it. Okay, so the way it sounds, the mids, there's too much of something. I'm going to say it's more in the mid-lows, and it has to deal with more with the kick. Second, you have these white elements like these screeches, not screeches, but like, you know, hardstyle on the sides. There's a lot of stuff in the sides that happen that is very hard to hear at loud volumes. So that usually tells me I can either increase the volume of it, and if I do increase the volume, is it taking away from the center? The other thing it might be that if you clean the mid, there's something in the mids that is a little too much. If you clean that up, it feels like that side information will come more front. That's the way I feel about it right now. Hearing it loud in the studio. Studio doesn't lie. I think I have it well treated. My windows are open, so the neighbors are hearing all of this shit. The low end's not getting stuck in here due to the windows being open, so the bass is allowed out. But yeah, that's the change I would do. Something in the mids. Second thing is the vocal chop. If you can't get rid of it, then mask it in some way, right? When your track gets into the gist of it, the vocal chop's not noticeable. It's still there, but it's not that noticeable. I'm running Atom A7Xs with Atom Sub 7 and in I would say 90% treated room. That plug can sound better. I would say saturate the shit out of it. Overall, I think it's a pretty sick song. I liked it. I think it works really well. If we ignore the vocal chop, bro, like it sits really well. There's a bit of yeah, it's not the mid bass that's the issue. I think it's the kick. Either one, compress the kick so that the so right when you get a 909 kick, it's like boom. If you can make it sound boom, like you get the initial part of what sounds great from it and compress the end of it a bit so that it's gradually reducing or reshaped, I think that will work a lot better, and the track will breathe a lot better. Exactly, the kick rumbles all over the place as well. So there's something going on in the mid signal in the center that needs to be fixed. But other than that, once you fix that, I think the track will like whoo. When you play it in a club, really fucking loud, it's gonna fucking hit. You just gotta fucking get that sorted, man. Because again, I mean, I always tell people it's pride of ownership. There's a lot of tracks out there that people will play out because it has a cool vocal and stuff. And as a DJ, the question will always be, does the track need to hit or not, right? Is the idea that, like, if the idea is good and you're playing in a club to people, tech house, house night, hard techno, does it matter if the track hits hard? Does the crowd react to it? That is the question that I will leave with you guys to answer. Because I can't fucking answer. I'm not touring. I'm not DJing like at big events and anything to notice that. But most of the top DJs usually have that shit in order, I would say. And they usually play songs that they know are going to fucking hit. I don't think I've ever seen a top DJ play a song that sounds half-assed in terms of the mix. Especially if you're playing like at a good event. It feels like, yeah, you know, like, why would you play that? Even though the idea is good. So, but with this song, if you do that, I think it will fucking hit really good, man. Like really fucking good. I know because if I play it loud in here and it fucking like I can hear everything and it's stable and I feel the low end, that's what I want. That's usually how I know something will sound really fucking good. Like a good example of that is Sarah Laundry's track. Not all of them, but she has one. I think it's called Play With Me. That track's fucking low end is fucking glorious, man. Like great fucking track. Okay, shit. I had Nelly up. I would say maybe not. Try it. I've heard bad tracks are great mixes and great. Yeah, but again, like it's up to you. It's definitely like you gotta think about it. I'll say this. I've seen some of the hard techno sets while I've been referencing for Paradox, and a lot of them don't sound sonically good. People go off, so yeah. I think it's better just to make sure your track bangs so that when people play it, they keep playing it because it fucking bangs, dog. With a good idea, of course, right? Good idea. Okay, Night Drive version 4. I'm gonna go make myself a coffee. I'm gonna play this loud. I'll be hearing it from over there. Don't let me down, okay? Don't let me. Uh, Let me see if I can turn the volume up more. I'm always in late. Can you roast it? You want me to roast it? Bro. Alright, I mean, so far so good. Yeah, the voice, you want the music louder? Do you guys want the fucking music? Oh yeah, it is. I think the beat here is sick. So yeah, you're still working on it. Drums need work. I like the percussion sound. That thing sounds glorious. But everything like the open hat and the clap sound cheap compared to the percussion. So I don't know if that means changing the sample out. I would assume it would mean that. Um, but yeah, that's sounding glorious. And then the vocal sounds rather quiet. Where's the oat milk guy? Look, oat milk. I'm using I'm oat milk, bro. Oat milk. Oh, where you at, oat milk? That motherfucker left. All right. Cool sound so far. I've never made anything like this. Sounds like progressive, very progressive. It's not boring. I'm vibing. I think not sonically, but idea wise, the way you're building it, it's not getting boring, and it's a good background song or a good song to be at the club, just doing that thing. Where's the oat milk guy? Hey, bro. Bro, I reviewed your song. You German. I got oat milk. Look. It works. Really not a lot of feedback for me to give to this other than change the drums. Open hat and clap just don't fit the vibe. Fuck the 909, or maybe you need 909, just process differently. The vocal, the thin vocal on the drop. I guess it works. I don't know why it sounds so thinned out and clean, but that's the only thing. It feels like you need to process it to fit the vibe. Other than that, pretty good, man. Not a lot for me to say, honestly. Works well. All right, we got Sensory, A Moment in Time. Where's the oat milk guy? Oat milk, dude. Look, I got oat milk. I'm going to keep repeating until he fucking responds. So if he left, you guys are in for some oat milk promotions. This is Chris Lake. I'm trying to enjoy your song. There's a crying baby out there. I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm not feeling anything though, but maybe the song is fine and it's just me. I like this part. Oh, did you? Let's go! Yeah, how do you guys feel about it? Do you guys like it? Honestly, I really don't have anything to say to this. I hate that sound that you bring in there, the distorted. Sorry, I don't know if I agree with you guys. Yes, it feels off, but it doesn't. That's the thing. That's why. So I'm not feeling the. It might not, but it's the bass here, right? Like, am I still muted? I don't know. My push to talk button. I think it's it feels like the bass could follow up, like the bass could have better progression. That's what it feels like. Like it doesn't feel like the vocal and bass harmonically work well throughout the whole song. Does that make sense? It's like fuck. It's like, you know, you get a vocal and then you got to find the right bass like progression for it, and then you find it and you're like, okay, this fucking works. But this one just doesn't feel like it's not giving me the goosebump. You know, I should be feeling like hell yeah, you know, like the pop effect. It could be the bass notes that he's picking. But see, like right there, right there. This is fine. Fuck. Dun 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 dun. I feel like that's what the bass needs to do, like to harmonize with the vocal in a really good way, so that it, you know, like, it it harmonizes so that you get that effect of like, I'm gay, you know, like good, you know, like I would say, yeah, I don't know if this is you, but I think the bass patch is okay, man. Honestly, it should work with that bass. It's a very friendly dance bass, but it feels like your bass progression just needs to follow the vocal better to where it harmonizes and accents the vocal, because they're in the same key, right? So it doesn't sound out of key. But also, I'm not getting the feeling of what makes music fucking great, which is the harmony, the way the melody interacts with the bass and the way the melody interacts with the chords. I think it's the bass. I would start with the bass first, try and get that sounding, You can go try it right now if you want. You also have my recording of me doing my try it out if you can, and come back and let me know if it works or not. But other than that, I like what you're doing with the song. I think the way you transition into the chorus is sick. I love the break. Everything seems pretty top, I would say. A mix needs work, but I didn't want to say that. Every song needs fucking mix work, I feel. They even had Michael Jackson's beat it, and mixing engineers heard it and went, oh, I would have done this and that differently. But at the end of the day, you end up with something, and that's what you go with. Just make sure the low end is good on a dance track. All right, let's see. We have Sasson. It's more like Fred Son. What? That's cool, bro. You have a super fan. That's fucking sick. That's super sick. You have a fan, bro. He loves you, bro. Look at that. Took a picture with you. This is fun. Yeah, I would say sound design needs work. I'm trying to see if I vibe with the idea of the song. I mean, I like the nostalgic feel of the chords and the way it but I think you overthink the progression a bit too much. And also the sound design of the chords. Maybe I'm just an analog junkie at this point, but you need to get something warmer in there that adds to that retro vibe you have. I think that lead is a step in the right direction, but you know, like when you first start out making music, people say shit doesn't matter, right? And I agree. When you start out making music, shit doesn't matter. As you get better as an artist, you start to look for a different palette, right? So technically Serum should be able to make every single sound, but then when it comes to sound, there's also tone, and there's tone, the way it sounds. There is a difference between using Serum, Diva, Repro 5, Repro 1, Modo 84 from Sawtube, Arturia Juno Synth, the Prophet 5 from Arturia, and actual Prophet 5 using an actual hardware synth. There is a difference, right? Can people hear it through the phone? Maybe not. I am hearing in a high fidelity environment, so it makes me want to say it. I think that lead is cool and it's the right call, but it feels like you want to pick a synth that allows you to get that nostalgic vibe easier than whatever you're using with this sound, because it can sound a lot better. Yeah, you can add some saturation to it to see if you can give it. You can add a lo-fi plugin like Cassette from Safari Pedals. You can add any tape emulation software to see if you can get it that way. You can use Pigment. I mean, it's just, yeah, like I think like the sound could be a lot better. Then the bass. I'm not indifferent about it. I think the bass is okay. I hate this bass though. This bass sucks ass. It's the top layer you add. Doesn't sound good. I like the idea of a vocal doing "Can you feel it? Can you feel it?" I think that's cool. I'm not sure if I like the way it sounds, but I like the idea of it. Too much resonance there. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, it does sound, the low end sounds deep. It doesn't sound bad here, but definitely if you wanted something with a bit more mid lows, you could add it like a square instead of whatever you're using. But I mean, yeah, like fair. That's all I gotta say. I like that section. That section's fun. Add a C part or A B. A little more variation would be nice. Good thing I figured out how to do that. All right, we got Max Rose Acid Ladder. Fair. Acid. I'm gonna stop making these kind of breaks. Okay. The buildup gets a little weird, messy. Simple fix. I think it's the claps. Like idea-wise, if I heard this, someone found Sting or sequenced something randomly and they're letting it play out on the drop. Doesn't make sense. A little all over the place. It just sounds too random, like way too like sequenced. You know, I get students and sometimes they'll come, yeah, so and so taught me to use Sting for my bass lines. I'm like, fuck that. Anyways, Sting does work for bass lines. I made this video, or like, no, it wasn't. It was a story, and I was at an event, and I just kind of made a joke about, as a sound designer, I'm there thinking how to make this sound. I didn't really mean the song that I was playing. I was thinking how to make the bass. It was just more of like content. But the producer actually ends up messaging me saying, that's my song, and I asked him how he made it, and he was like, oh, Sting and sub bass boom preset 1. So Sting does work for certain things, but I feel like it can lead to very unmemorable melodies and rhythms because it's just way too random at times. And I think it's a good tool to get your brain working and get something out, but don't forget to go in and you know, like, make it sound good, memorable, because sometimes it can be a little too random. But that melody is just not it. There's some good note selection with it, but it doesn't do anything for the song. It's not working well with it. It's literally all over the place. Okay, let's hear the break. I would say just drop with the bass there, man. And then bring the melody in on the second part. It's jumping up and down octaves too much. And then you have it auto panning, so it's like fucking all over the place. Know what I mean? Like, or whatever, the ping pong or some shit. Yeah, and then the snare. Swag. Yeah, track needs a lot of work in all sides, man. This is what I would say. If nothing excites you from this track, you don't need to finish it. You can move on and start a better idea, you know, and learn from this one. I would say if you want to continue working on it, everything needs to improve. Keep the break. Drums need to be better. They're just not sounding good. Yeah, that snare's not it. And I would get a better bass. Yeah, maybe just start a new song. There's too much for me to say, man. Like, it happens. I started like 5 songs this week and I trashed them all. It happens. It fucking happens. When I suck at making music, I'll just go do sound design, man. Or I'll go remake some sounds, or I'll like fucking like go lay in bed, depress as shit, and go, okay, let's make some presets. uh what we got? So I think he commented in his submission that he's doing all the sound design himself. So I don't know if you want me to criticize your sound design. But if I will, just cuss, you did say that. Fuck it. Bass. I like the top part of it. It's lacking the low end part. Maybe I'll come in later. You can send me something if you remember that collab we did, right? Like we couldn't finish it because of the vocal clearance and all that shit. I'll hear it only if you use that screech I made for that surprise section and you put it in a song and you play it out live, because it's been stuck in my head. I worked hard on that screech and I put a shit ton of low end in it, because my idea was if you ever play it live, it would be a section where people would just get fucked, the people in the crowd. I don't know if you still have the project. I don't have the project anymore. I fucking deleted it. But if you still have it and the screech is there with the sub and the processing, you have to fucking use it, bro, in a song. The sub and in my head, I envisioned that shit. I was like, Dennis is going to play this the fuck out, and it's going to fucking be that section where it's like, oh, shit. Fuck! So, I don't know what you did to your bass, bro, doing the sound design process, but there is no low end in this song. Acid shots are cool. I would say a bit too much reverb and wetness. Open hat's doing weird things with velocity that you shouldn't be doing. I like the leads in the back, but way too drowned and reverb, very mushy sounding. So that's why reverb is such a detrimental effect at high values. It just makes everything sound like pushed to the back and muffled with certain types of reverbs. Clap's great though. Clap's great. That's a cool sound, but it sounds like filtered, and you're not allowing the higher harmonics, the higher frequencies out. So it just sounds like someone put a blanket over my speakers, and it's not doing the intended effect. That's a cool screech. Why does it sound like all the high frequencies are fucked? Almost every synth sound you have, it sounds cool in nature. They just sound like there's like a filter that's like not allowing them to play high frequencies. Maybe you forgot to automate the high end back in. All right, cool, man. All I gotta say, but yeah, sound design, it's good to learn. I think it's clutch. right? I always tell people being a producer is fun, right? I get it. We all want to make like bangers and all this shit, but it's a journey. And in that journey, first you start out learning your DAW, so then you develop the skill of being able to move around Ableton. Then you develop songwriting, knowing how to make the genre you want, and then from there, it's like a RPG game, you know, like World of Warcraft. You have to level up like your stamina, your strength. You got to wear a black V-neck to get like plus 10 aura. You got to wear like I don't know, fucking like what, a flannel to get plus 10 on the bass, you know, some skinny jeans to get plus 20 on sound design or some shit. So yeah, you just you know, devote time to each thing and you get better over time. So it's good to do it. It's good to try and do it and improve on it. The mix, bro, you want the truth? I'll tell you the truth. The mix is just not it. It sounds really bad, man. Like really fucking bad. I'm so sorry. The idea sounds cool. The mix overall is just fucking not it, man. But I'll say it like this, right? If you don't have a form of monitoring at a high fidelity, then then you can't expect to create mix downs that are gonna be decent and up there, right? For example, like, you know, headphones is probably going to be the number one thing most people should use to mix, and getting a good pair should be number one priority if you want your music to sound good or you want to start developing the skills to make your music sound good. Good pair of headphones first, not speakers. Headphones. Speakers, if you have $10,000 laying around, then get some good speakers, treat the room, and there you go. That'll be good too. And even then, it's not perfect, but with speakers, it's a lot easier to get the stereo image right and feel the vibe out of the song. But with headphones, it's not the same. Speakers, it's like driving a fucking Porsche. Headphones, it's like a Toyota Camry, a good headphones. It's not as exciting. It doesn't let you go as fast. It doesn't let you do certain things, but it will get you there sounding good, you know, decent. So if you're gonna mix, then you just gotta get to know the headphones. Honestly, man, and just put the time in. I would say from hearing your song, less reverb. Um, Find a way to reference for the low end, right? For instance, I use reference too from mastering the mix. I'll solo the low band and I'll compare it with other people's tracks, and I'll do that on headphones and on speakers. And then I'll bump it loud, I'll play it quiet, and I try and get close to them in those regards. From there, when it comes to the mids and the highs, lots of referencing, of course, until you know how it should sound. You always want to be comparing your song to finished products. That will keep you in check. And yeah, try not to do too much. Just keep it simple at first. Get the clean mix. Once you get the clean mix consistently, then you want to start getting mix downs with flavor, which is going to be another thing to learn and practice at, right? And over time, you will get it. Trust me, man. Even my mixes, like I did that Kafun remix. It's on my SoundCloud. I think that sounds fucking amazing. Someone played it out at a festival. They told me it sounded fucking great, so I'm happy about it. But it took a while, and even me hearing that fucking remix right now, like there's things I find in it like maybe I could have put more reverb on it and stuff. So it takes time. It takes time and learning and mistakes in order to get it there, and eventually you will. But reference, have high quality tracks you like, always A B with them, right? And keep it simple. If you're gonna do something, always be able to answer why am I doing it. Don't just go, oh, I watched a tutorial from saying he said to saturate everything. Do saturate everything, but ask yourself, does the sound need it? Levels, you know, what else, man? Yeah, I think usually my mixdowns sound like shit when I overdo the processing and everything, man. Honestly, I could recommend this when mixing with headphones. Yes, yeah, man. Try again. Try and keep it simple and try and think about it. Right. I think when it comes to mixing, it's all about like levels. What should the listener be paying attention to, and what should I level stuff at? Fuck. I'm getting lost in thought here. What is mixing? Fuck. Yeah, just making it sound good, right? But compression, how long a sound lasts. Does the sound need to hold out for that long? Like for instance, open hats, right? It's a common thing where people will have the open hat release, but do you really need to have all that release? Right? Can you shorten it and still get the same intended effect? That saves a lot of space. Where do you want to place the drums, down the center, to the sides? If you're going to EQ something, why? It's sounding muddy. Is there a resonance? Does it like high end? Why does it like high end? Can I fix it in the sound design? I mean, it's a lot. But yeah, man, take your time with it. It's hard. It's fucking hard, man. You can definitely get into a flow state, but when you try your best and then it comes out like shit, and then you realize that you're like, fuck, bro. Okay. This is sounding good already, fool. Not mastered my ass. One last thing that Dan Warall, he's on YouTube. I would say he has really good mixing videos, but nothing practical. But one thing he said that stuck with me was when you start a mix, you start with your kick, bass, and your drums. You solidify that, and then as you bring other stuff in, you never touch it again if you've decided that it sounds proper and reference with other tracks in their intros. If that sounds good, when you bring in a synth, when you bring in other stuff, it needs to sound good. If it doesn't, then it's the synth, not the drums or the bass. All right.
All night, your lips, my neck, one breath, I'm wrecked, no light, just sweat, all night, you tease, I chase, there's hands, no grace, we move, just right, all night.
I am bumping it.
Two hearts, one bed, no words, just sweat, no wrong, no right, all night. Touch, I melt, too close, can help.
Catch.
Your hands, just right, all night. Your lips, my neck, one breath, I'm wrecked.
I would say the stereo image is rather weird. The snare drum is not hitting.
All night, just sweat, all night.
Yeah, what happened with the drums? Why do the drums sound like this?
Melt, too close, can help. Your lips, my neck, one breath, I'm wrecked. No light, just sweat, all night.
So, Jesus, I'll tell you. So in my, the drums sound like they got widened. I don't know by what. The snare's not hitting. I hear the snare. I don't know if you want it to hit like "Toxic" by Chris Lake or like an electro tech track, but the snare's not hitting like it should. I would say if there's a way to make the snare sound hit, then that's probably the way to go. But why are the drums so wide? I would switch the snare sample, but why are they so wide? The drums? Did you widen them with like the Ozone Imager? Did you use the Ozone Master 11 and forgot to turn off the Imager? It's one of those things, man. Because that's sounding, it sounds good overall. Like the song idea is super sick, right? But again, drums have to hit, and they're just sounding rather weird. Kick is good. One more time.
All night. Touch, I melt, too close, can help. Your hands, just right, all night.
Yep.
Your lips, my neck, one breath, I'm wrecked. No light, just sweat, all night.
Probably one more sound here. Sound designy, reverb the shit out would be sick. But other than that, pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's needed this section here, but again, it sounds badass.
Touch, I melt, too close, can help your hands.
Always a view party.
All night, your lips, my neck, one breath, I'm wrecked, no light, just sweat, all night, you tease, I tease, fast hands, no grace, we move, just right, all night, two hearts, one bed, no words, just sweat, no love, I tease, fast hands, no grace, we move, just right, all night, two hearts, one bed, no words, just sweat, no love, no right, all night.
Gate. You like the gate effect, huh? That works though. Really cool, man.
Touch, I melt, too close, can help. Your hands, just right, all night. Your lips, my neck, one breath, I'm wrecked. No light, just sweat, all night.
I think it's a cool track. Honestly, way above average, man. Yeah, the drums, again, I'm gonna keep bugging. Why did they sound wide? Deceiver, I didn't make the drums wide, so someone made the drums wide, bro. You gotta check your processing. But yeah, the drums could be better. The snare mainly, and yeah, like they can hit a lot better. They're very wide. Keep repeating it. Very wide. It's bothering me, bro. I'm like, fuck. Okay, sound here. If you can make something cool here, dope. This sound, this particular sound could be a lot cooler. I would definitely devote a little bit of time into it. You use it at the end too. Again, I'm nitpicking at the weaknesses of the song. So that would be me saying these are the sections that feel like could use a little more love if you want to put the time in. I would say this sound, if keep the sound, but see if there's anything you can do to it. Okay, I'll read your comment on it. That sound, I would just devote some time seeing if there's anything I can add to it or do with it that's more interesting than just the blah. To give you an example, I have a song in this style as well. I recorded it with the Moog, this guy. Boom, have a similar effect to this, but I distorted the shit out of it with Rift from, I forget their fucking names. They who must not be named. Current audio, is it? Minimal audio. And then added a phaser and a fucking ping pong or very delay that creates this metallic effect to it. So maybe something like that could be something cool that you can do to that sound, right? Like Infiltrator, maybe Portal, maybe Rift, maybe Thermal, and like just seeing if you can improve the sign of it so it doesn't sound as basic. But if you can't find anything, the way it sits is fine. That's just me nitpicking at the weaknesses of the song, which again, there's not that many in it, man. It sounds great. Really like the idea. Your touch, your love. It's very catchy, very sick, bro. Very, very, very anthemic, very memorable, I would say as well. Good stuff. All right, let's get some songs in. Sam World, I'm okay. The muffled sounds and no high frequencies is because I've EQ'd a bunch of the sounds at 5K for some reason. Good game. Hey, message me on Instagram why the drums are wide. I'm being serious, man. I'm super adamant on that shit. Like, I don't know why the drums are so wide. It sounds weird. Like, I've heard so many tracks like this. That's why I'm asking. Because people have sent their songs in and the drums sound like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? What did you guys do? Like, how did you get that response? Like, I say it in a negative way, not in a way of like, oh fuck, I gotta do it, you know, because it just doesn't sound good. It does not sound good in here. Maybe did you also master it? Was I right? Was I fucking right? It's if it is, then now I know. Everyone's using Ozone AI, bro. Shit, which is not too bad, but definitely, you know, like let AI make your life easier, but go in and do the changes. You guys gotta let me know if I say something and then you come back and fix it and it sounds better. You gotta come let me know, dude. I live for that, not because of the fact of like I told you so, but more because it allows me to trust my ears a lot more, and it gives me a little bit more confidence to say things that I wouldn't have otherwise said. Because sometimes I'll think certain things, but I'm like, but it can go both ways. So in my head, there's a battle between the devil and a fucking angel. You know, the angel being Lucas Pristoli, the devil being fucking Dennis clipping everything in his fucking song and shit. Not I'm kidding, but okay, let's see. But to be fair, Dennis, I've started clipping everything in my music with composure, maybe 2 dB max, nothing else, and only on stuff that needs it, not on the kicks that already are blob as shit. No, I'm kidding. I know for that you do need a clipper. Miran, I can't find your song, so I'm just gonna bring in some other people. No, you can send like unreleased tracks as long as just depends if leaking is something that happens with in your style of music. Or sorry, like you're at that level where you don't want to leak a song. We got Janet. Who's Dennis hiding from? I've been using I fell into the trap. I bought Gold Clip and I bought Orange Clip. Gold Clip is like a mastering clipper and also an individual clipper, which is just there to clip, right? In the best way possible. Orange Clip is a clipper based on the Fruity Loops clipper with an added twist of being a multi-band clipper. So I've been using that one. Orange Clip, I like it. I'm not going to say it's the shit, but I've been rocking it. So. No, you're right. It's because you're in a harder genre, bro. Trust me, I tried to learn how to I tried to learn how to make shrons, like the drums, in case I ever want to make a sample pack for it, because I hear their loops sometimes and go, what the fuck? And like, yeah, it's harder than I thought. So it's definitely an art form. Like you have to know how to distort and do it in a proper way. So I gotta watch tutorials on it and learn. Or maybe just hit them up and say, hey, I want to make a Shrons pack, but can you guys do this for me? That would be the way of thinking like a businessman. But that's not the way I think. I'm like, I have to fucking do it. I don't trust you. Is it? Is it about hard to make it? Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I want to do. I feel like when it comes to a lot of this, you can literally get the sound, right? But can you get it at a professional high level? That is the difference, right? Especially in sample packs. Some people just make the packs like in a week. Like they just fucking rush everything. And but if I can make a Shrons pack where like people just drag the loops in and it's like 80-90% of the way there, woo, I will fucking do it. And Marin been using it for streams, fucking sick. You should look into Nero for these submissions. Yeah, I gotta check it out. What is Nero? I'm on Nero streaming. Nero Media Home. Yeah, I think I heard some of these already. So if I did, I'm just gonna move Well, I am randomizing, so I am skipping and unskipping a punch. Standard clip, soft clip pro is magic, Lavery based. That's good, man. That's good. We all start somewhere. You know, orange clip is at another level. $150 higher. No, I'm kidding, man. Yeah, those fucking clippers are bougie. I don't know if they're worth it, but tax write-offs. Tax write-offs. Marin! Marin, what the hell is your name? Just gonna continue, man. All right. Louder vocal. I like the kick bass in a way. Lacking low end, but maybe it's fine for this genre. You would have to reference with other people to figure out the low end on how much low end they have on those really good tracks. That sounded good. But yeah, vocal needs to be louder and more aggressive. I would say more up front, aggressively compressed and brought up to the front. It's not sounding bad though. Now, I wouldn't reference with Marlon Hofstad. Marlon Hofstad doesn't sound that good, like in terms of mixing. You didn't hear it from me. I haven't. I wonder who sounds fucking great. Not Marlon Hofstad. Maybe that Ghost song. I don't know, but I know some of his songs sound horrible. Maybe. So really cool so far. This dope. Sounds very clean. Mix wise, I would say again just lacking low end, but maybe it's fine. But sounding very clean, man. Very fucking clean. Vocal would just be the only thing I would say which should be ramped up. Sound cooler. That's cool. Can you add more here? It's a bit very minimalistic. Well, anyways, he released this. K30 Records, the Pride. So I think so far, whatever you did for this song, keep doing it because it sounds very clean, in a good way. It somewhat hits, lots of good mid lows, but not a lot of low end. Maybe that's the way it should be. Did good there. I would say just more of like play around with soft reverb, right? For the drums, you can always add like ambience or room reverb. That would be nice. Put the drums in a space. Vocal, creative mixing would be dope on it. That just means, you know, you get the vocal sounding good. Now add like something dope to it. So for example, I watched this video series from Mix Engineer. I can't ring his name, but it was a series from the 90s. Someone posted it on YouTube. It only had 100 plays, but I stayed because in the beginning of the video, the guy was talking about his thought process when it comes to mixing. And he said usually when he starts a mix, he always wants to mix something weird and different that stands out than anything else. And that's more creative mixing, right? You clean it up, but then what can you add to it to make it like sound good, like interesting to the ear? That's what I would say for the vocal, man. Maybe compress the shit out of it, add something to it to make it feel a little more exciting. But don't lose the cleanliness, okay? And if you do lose the cleanliness, make sure it's a good trade-off. Really good, though. That was really good. Composure, very succinct, precise and to the point. And what the fuck is this? A tube? It reminds me of them tracks at the fun fair, right? I did go to Mexico. What's analog obsession? Let's see. Analog obsessions. What the fuck is this? Are you being serious? Not you. I'm talking to Dennis. Is Dennis being serious? Let's get to the fucking drop. You're really pouring your heart out here, huh?
What's up with these lame fucking melodies?
Probably the cleanest kick you've sent to the stream ever. It's just a shame that it's brought in with the shit melody in the break, man. Are you really gonna play this? I just hear 3 samples. I don't know if you're being serious or not, bro. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So melody. Yeah, that melody feels like you would just repeat it 2 or 4 times, but no, you being serious? I wouldn't do the melody straight away because it's boring and now you're stuck repeating it for like 16 bars. I would probably go introduction, right? Like a little bit of a, like, I'm assuming you're coming into this from a break, like a drop. So yeah, I would set up the theme first. You can have an R, pads, whatever, chords, but you definitely need like some supersaw-ish chords to support this. And the na na are the chords, you know, like the fucking the hard style chords or those big ones. That's how it's gonna work well. Cause right now, yeah, that thing loops and it's like fucking boring. Let's see, how do I hear in my head? Hard style motherfuckers know what we're all about. Hard style motherfucker. Na 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 na. Man, what's with all these motherfuckers with these shitty melodies, dog? Let me show you what we're all about, motherfucker shit. Yeah, chords. So what I would do is I would find a really dope preset like super saw patch and literally like make the whole like chords and the top melody together. And then I would either go reference Headhunters, fucking Darren Styles, Hardstyle Hardwell, and then from there, copy the rhythm of the chords or do what I just did with my mouth. But it needs the chords and it needs the feeling of a climax because the melody is, like I said, rather boring. So one way starting it, you can start the melody off with a pluck, build it into a climax with this sound and some chords to support it. Get the vocal in there. Hard style motherfucker. We drug addicted. Let's fucking go. All right, last time I do it, bro. I think you get the point. Okay, I heard that. All right, we got. Okay, I'm gonna give you the talk. Okay, just do the chords, bro. And then put the melody on top of the chords and make a rhythm. Trust me, you'll get it. It's easy. I found yours. Okay, is this sounding like? Punch your kick, bass is cool. I would argue that the bass could have a lot more dynamics to it, or just feel like it's hitting a lot more. Right now, it sounds rather flat. I think it's it's sounding flat, but it's not. Dum 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 dum. I think that makes sense. Good clap. Simplify that section. I think what you're doing is fine, but it feels like some stuff doesn't need to repeat. Don't. That lead could be so much better. That's cool. The way you're presenting it, rather boring. like I'll say what I have to say. That lead into that break's rather boring. It's doing some cool stuff, but I feel like it needs to be more dramatic. Like it needs to go into it with a fucking impact or something, and then you just hear that fucking sound. Let me see that body rock, body rock, whatever. But right now this is boring.
Yeah, let me see that body rock. Yeah, let me see that body move, body move, body
Swell it up, reverb. Okay, that's fine.
Let me see that body.
I would say this.
Let me see that body rock.
This needs work. In the sense of, like, it gets boring because it drags on for so long. So what can you bring to kind of give it rock, 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 and then do something cool.
Let me see that body rock.
Rock, 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 rock.
Yeah, let me see that body rock. Yeah, let me see that body move.
Yeah, so this could be a shit ton more exciting. Gotta work at that. Right now, it's like you're just doing what most tech house guys do is they'll just fucking go into the break and keep shit going. But, bro, I would say more reverb. Just do something cool. Like, cool. Get my attention, dog. Like the track's cool. But this is the weakness in the song. This fucking section. You know? I'm trying to see references, but what the fuck would be a good reference for that? You know, it's like you just switch it up, change the vibe, give us some contrast from the drop. Endless smile, sure. But that's all I gotta say. Everything else is super sick, man. But yeah, that break just moss. God damn. All right, we got Chalk Wave. This is fucked. Respectfully. I love you. Okay, like I mean best. I can't lie to your face and say this is balling banging. We got work to do. No one's talking in the chat anymore. Feels rather lonely here right now. It's okay. Yeah, just keep making music. Don't put reverb on the bass. We use presets, remove the reverb and delays. And yeah, I guess that's all I can really say. It's just hard to like comment on this, to be fair, because it's too soon. It sounds very just very amateurish, and that's fine. No, the camera lags. It's maybe it's overheating or something, but we good. The plug have too much. Everything has too much. The kick. It's just, yeah, it's not sounding right. This is what I would say, right? A lot of song making music, right? That's something people don't really tell you, and some of you guys might say I'm talking out of my ass here, but sample selection is very important. Sound selection, having good samples does help a lot, right? Like knowing what is a good sample helps a lot. This whole track, better kick, better clap. The vocal's cool, but it's the remix. The bass is fucked. Dude, everything is just fucked in this. So that's sound selection, sample selection, keeping it simple. Yeah, let's just let's just leave it at that. Just keep making music. We've all been there. Just gotta keep going. You know, you learn this stuff, and then eventually get to a point where I feel like I can criticize in a way that I can help you further. Okay, beep. Okay, this guy's killing it with. Who are you? Who are you? Well, hopefully you sound good, but let's see. Fuck is this? Dennis, someone outdid you, bro. Someone out fucking did you, Dennis. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, yeah. So, man, dude, I don't make this stuff. I can only react to it. But this drop is it. These two right here lack power. Punchy. But, you know, in my... I'm Mexican. ¿Cómo estás? Y en mi país, este tipo de música mata cucarachas, which means cockroach killers. Stomp the shit out of them cockroaches. But we also call it punchis, punchis, punchis. So, the punchis... is not really felt here. Here it's a little better. But this drop is where it's at, bro. This thing is fucking hitting, dog. But I think it might be the master, because if we zoom in on that, I think the waveform here is fatter than everything else. So I might just controlling the dynamics on these drops. Órale, vamos, aquí te hago el tercero. Pop that pussy! Switch. I would argue the snare, the clap can hit a lot better. Again, that needs to hit as hard. I've never made anything like this. I eventually will, because life gets boring. But I don't know. Do you want my critique on the mix or what? I mean, I don't understand. It's not that I don't understand the music. I mean, it all sounds fine to me. It's a bunch of switches, makes sense. Kids go wild, right? It makes sense, man. Everything sounded pretty good. Sonics wise, I can definitely criticize that because I was bumping it loud. My neighbors are mad right now. I'm probably gonna call the cops, say there's a German on the loose. Still not mastered. Sure, let's say that it's not mastered yet. Yeah, let's leave it at that. But it sounds good. Okay, we got Miran. And I'm from California. I don't know what else to say. The bridge is great. Awesome groove, dude. You're improving quickly. I would get the volume up on the vocal here more and don't automate the volume. Let it drop full volume right away so it doesn't sound like a mix down issue. It's better. Exactly. Thank you. I like the subtle progression here. It's a bit quiet and thin in the intro. Espera, Pedro. Yeah, claro que hablo español. ¿Qué pasó, man? Ahora ya me van a entrevistar o qué? Papi Chulo, do I submit the track in the submissions form? Yeah, that's where you submit it. I'm about to end the stream in a bit though, but submit it. Who knows? I might land on it. Also, some guy said he used the shut the fuck up play. I thought he was telling me to shut the fuck up. I might have to look for a shorter kick for that to work maybe. Anyway, I uploaded the song with the changes to the same SoundCloud link. About the bass correctly. The bass was already that way, but the shut the fuck up plugin was too aggressive in cutting out the part that plays together with the kick. I dialed it back. Yeah, I mean, that's why short kicks are king, man. Short kicks are king. I thought that was cool. I like that. Kind of feedback do you want? I'm kind of getting burnt out here, but I'll start over and I'll just say everything I hear that makes my brain want to do stuff, right?
Yeah, let me see that body move. Yeah, let me
Reverb,
see that body rock.
a bit too much, I would say.
Yeah, let me see.
Right, with reverb, you can control the high end, the low end, the space of the reverb. I'm not a fan of the space you've picked. Too bright, too top endy, I would say. The delay is cool. I would definitely work on the reverb being a little bit deeper, darker, more of a hall, less highs on it, so that the echo can be glorious and it doesn't sound like she's in a cave made out of metal.
That body move, body move, body move, body move, body move, body move.
So be careful with the reverbs. There's levels to reverb. You just don't use a reverb. There's hall, chambers. You can control the diffusion, the high end, the low end. So definitely, if you don't know that, learn it. Cool drop.
Yeah, let me see that body move, body move, body move. Yeah, let me see that body move, body move, body move, body move, body move.
I like the way the bass has some low end. I'm not a fan of the way it's sounding. That's going to be more about the way that you design the bass or how much the bass is opening up by, but the low end is good on it. The kick might be lacking a little bit of low end, so you would have to find a way to reference that. Usually most people will go with Vision 4X. Reference maybe mini meters. I bought mini meters, threw that shit away. I didn't find good use for it, but maybe there's more to it than meets the eye because I used it and I couldn't do what I wanted to do with it. Didn't let me see the low end the way I wanted to. You can also filter the low end out, hear it on headphones, and see what's producing low end. So again, the kick just feels like it might be lacking some low end, but the bass has it, which is good. The thing I have issue with is the top part of the bass. So again, that's more of a sound design thing. Overall, though, the way the song's progressing is pretty sick. It's a weird resonance on the bass, or there's a sound with a resonance that's like that sound you hear. I'm mixed with Italian, so I know a thing about mixing, bro. No, I'm like Calvin Harris. I mix with the Asians, the Africans, the whites, the Brazilians, you know? I like them black girls. I like them Asian girls. I like them persuasion girls. I know a thing about mixing, bro. I mix Mexican with claps a bit too too much of something for the song itself. But everything's cool. Idea-wise, makes sense. That's cool. Sick. Nice sound. See that? It's a cool sound. I like it for the break. You're establishing your dominance. Okay, that's letting people know, what's up. No, what's up? Yeah, I guess my thing took a shit, didn't it? Yeah, what happened, bro? Oh, I'm so sorry. I saw what happened. Bro, I switched my sound card. Shit, I'm so sorry. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm so sorry. I will do anything, bro. I will do anything. Don't leave. Don't leave. In order for there to be stability, we must go through hardship. I like the shot here. That Reese takes away a lot, though. So what that means is when you do that, it's a very cool thing. A lot of contrast change there. Down. Right? If the Reese wasn't there, it means something. But because the Reese is there and it elongates, it doesn't mean anything. Does that make sense? There you go. Now it means something. Now it means something.
Yeah, let me see that body.
Yeah, let me see that body move, body move, body move. I love how you're moving. Let's shut it down, down. Let's shut it down. Yeah, let me see
Yeah, for 6 months, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I got you. Thanks for letting me know. My wife ain't here. I'd be saying we're going to Chick-fil-A, but now I think I need to say I'm taking my son to Chick-fil-A. Yeah, good, Myron, you did good, man. That's pretty good for 6 months, man. What I would say to work on, basic sound design knowledge of how to make the bass sound better by opening the cutoff more with the envelope. So maybe ask ChatGPT how to do that, or try and find a YouTube video about it. It will do a lot for your bass. Low end sounds like it's there. Again, kick, break, really cool. Like I said, it means something when you remove the reese. When you don't have the reese, it means something when you do those shots, versus when the reese is there, it kind of takes away from it. Have the confidence. You don't need the reese. Or if you do have the reese there, it's fine. Don't need for that shot because you're going to use it later on in the song. So just maybe hold off on it. Other than that, man, it's pretty good. Track sounds good for 6 months. Hey, I still release the secrets. The problem is I kind of realized that, well, it's not that. It's just I guess I have all these little secrets as like common knowledge stuff people and then to make a video on it sometimes. But maybe I should start doing them again. No, that's the hard thing, man. Fuck. Do this for a while, everything just becomes normal. Like, oh yeah, like fuck me and ass. Yeah. Oh yeah, and mixing. Watch some mix videos and try and mix a little better. Reverb. Watch a video about reverb, like how to program a reverb, so you know what you can do with it. And yeah, that's about it. Good shit. Also, yeah, man, Sakira Mao. I know who you are. You sent me that song last time. No, that goes like, and then it was like a fucking like Porter Robinson ass drop. I remember. Samuel remembers. Pepper Ridge Farm remembers, dog. I remember. Shit. Newman. Focusing on ideas, because the low end sucks ass already and stuff. And yeah, reading books on mixing I think can help. It's good for learning your tools. Experience adds meaning, adds value to that knowledge. And unless it's a mixing book that's very specific to what you're doing, you need to fucking put it together into your genre, okay? But read the mixing books, reference with artists you think sound good. If you want to ask me which ones sound good, let me know next time, and then we'll hear them real quick. I'll let you know whether to reference them or not, because some of them suck just as bad. But again, you know, we good. So far, so good. Imagining this working, right? Rolling bass and kick and drums being okay. This is... So like, for instance, right now I'm hearing this track, right? Rolling bass, kick is not working. So I'm assuming the rolling bass is already telling me like progressive, melodic techno. So the open hat and the clap just feel really out of place for this kind of stuff. I would recommend you switch to drums so you can practice sound selection, picking more techno, melodic techno-y drums that aren't super 909-y. Snare is dope. Took you that long to come up with that? Only thing you can mix is tacos and burritos? Haha. I like the idea of that. I just popped a Tesla. Is that Mount P? I mean, it's cool. You're understanding call and response, so that's super sick, man. Cool vocal chop. Cumbia. That's cool. Lots of low end. More low end than the drop. That's wild though. Feedback wise, I don't know what to say. Really, I mean, it sounds good, man. I mean, mix is fucking fuck, right? But I mean, idea wise, you got call and response going. Vocals pretty cool. I thought this was pretty sick. I just popped a dead. Yeah, call and response. Yeah, it just sounds. Yeah, like it doesn't sound as good. I just popped a dead. Well, here's the truth. I'm hearing the song. It's cool, right? It has moments that I think are doing some good stuff. Overall, as a song, it's not gonna. It's just it's whatever's. Sonically, mix wise, that's gonna need the most work. Second thing, call and response is definitely needed. I don't know if I agree with the sounds and the drop you do because you got to see it as the overall song. Rolling bass, I just popped a Tesla. I'm not sure if those tech house sounds going off like that work on top of a rolling bass. But I'm trying to kind of give you credit that you're doing good call and response. Is the idea like, hell yeah, it's going to be the shit. I don't know, but I can, I'm letting you know you're doing things right. I don't know what it's like I can teach you to draw good and you can draw something good. Is it going to be the next fucking Mona Lisa? I don't fucking know. I don't think so because it just sounds kind of like, like okay. Like it's something I'd make and kind of be like F, but I'm trying to give you credit on the techniques that you're using to make it, like the call and response, the contrast change that you do on the break, the nice arp. Right? You're doing chords with the vocal. And then you have your climax moment, which again, you're doing dope shit. This is a part where you kind of lose me. Right here. See, like technically, right? Technical side of stuff. This too much low end. It has more low end than the drop. Second. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Gonna pop the Tesla. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Charge the Tesla. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Pop a Tesla. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Fucking bitch, let's go now. Doom, 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 doom. It drops, right? That could be a little more exciting than repeating the melody motif from over here. You know what I mean? But you're doing the right stuff, right? And what I said here, yeah. Right, and what I said here, I mean, it could go either way. Let's say it's mixed properly. This could work, and what I said could work as well. It's just really up to you, man. Music's hard like that. But if you want to improve mixing, theme of the song, and the theme is just the vibe, the drums you've picked and all that, the sounds you've picked to put with the rolling bass, and that's about it. It's a lot to learn in mixing, by the way. And then the whole vibe thing, again, you can't teach people vibe, but you can teach them how to do the call and response, the contrast changes. So you're doing all that good, man. It's the substance that you put with those techniques that's going to matter whether the song is a fuck yeah or not. So again, that's something we all struggle with, We can all pump out little fucking West End tracks, dog. All right, guys. Gonna call it a day. We had a good run. I love all of you. We lost half the population due to the mixing error there. But always a pleasure hearing music. Keep making music, no matter what I said. Just it's fun. It's like a real life RPG game. You know, you play RuneScape, you play World of Warcraft, same fucking shit. You gotta collect some gear to up the stats, get louder, get a fucking clipper, practice music theory, practice groove, keep practicing, and allow yourself to experiment and be different than what everyone else is doing out there. Other than that, much love, peace out, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye!